Yo, drop a like on the video. Let me know I ain't doing this for nothing. Hopefully y'all had a good day yesterday. Oh man, what was it? San Francisco. I expected them to put up more runs than they did. Pitchers had a good game. So it is what it is. I bet like four bats in that San Francisco game. I don't know. I did take hits, runs, and RBIs for Lamonte Wade Jr. He hit a home run. Didn't take anybody for a home run, nothing like that. But that was one of the most disappointing games for me yesterday. Other than that, things were kind of smooth there. All right. Here's the weather: Atlanta and Chicago, winds blowing in at 10 to 15 miles an hour. Bump to pictures. So apparently, I just noticed that, but he got Atlanta and Chicago on here twice. So I don't know. Houston and New York, going off what models are showing now, rain looks increasingly likely later in the game. Though the heaviest rain may stay far enough west that they could finish up in lighter rain. It's probably too early to try to get as specific as I just did. So keep in mind that things are likely to change by the afternoon update. Atlanta and Chicago, any heavy rain will hold off until after the game. A stray sprinkle or shower is possible. I need to look at the tweets or whatever the case may be to see what he's saying about this because he put that Atlanta and Chicago down twice. Kansas City Royals at Philly. Storm should be moving in right around the end of the game. Toronto at Boston. The most likely spot to see some rain issues. Rain looks likely to move in during the game. Any specifics beyond that will have to wait a bit longer. Arizona, Minnesota, winds blowing in at 10 miles an hour. And Colorado at St. Louis, showers pregame, storms postgame, but things look solid in game, okay? So there you have that. That's the weather in a nutshell. Um, Make sure you keep an eye out on that Kansas City Royals, Toronto Boston game. The Toronto Boston game is the one looks pretty interesting there. Let me see. And then watch that Houston and New York game. Okay. So, um, all right. Um, First game on the docket here, we got Atlanta Braves and Chicago Cubs. We had Freed on the mound. Freed, this is his first game back in a while, man. 2, 3 months. Then we got Hendricks on the mounds as well. All right, we got over under 8.5 in this spot. Chicago Cubs on fire right now in Fuego. Right now, I'll tell you, the last 2 weeks or whatever the case may be, they are top 10 WRC plus versus lefties versus righties. They're really crushing it. They're probably number one in most of those categories, overtaking some of these teams in the league. However, Atlanta Braves is one of the best teams in the league. We already know that. So, uh, like I say, over under 8.5 in this spot. Um, I don't know how long Freed is going to be out there. Last time I checked, he had pitched 70, 80, 79 pitch. He tossed 79 pitches. So he probably ready to go. All right. So either way it goes, um, like I said, but he still hasn't pitched in the majors, whatever case may be, in a while. So, uh, the usual suspects for Atlanta, like I can't talk you off of those guys. Where you're going to get the value at is going to be on the Cubs. Cody Bellinger versus the lefties, about 1,000 OPS versus the lefties, so you already know the drill. Dansby Swanson is another guy you could target versus lefties. Both of these guys hits, runs, and RBI sitting at minus 105. I think that's an okay. I think that's okay. Or if you just want to, if we don't expect any runs to be put up in this one like that, then I mean, Candelario is a hit candidate as well. He's been on fire. But yeah, you could probably take those guys for a hit or something like that, and then mix and match it where you don't have to always play these hits, runs, and RBIs. You can do a hit parlay, some of that nature there. But those are the three bats that I'm looking at. Hap is an honorable mention because these guys can switch. Happen Candelario, they can't. They are switches, so they can get on either side. So it is what it is. If you think that the Cubs can come out here and put up runs, then you could probably look at the over here. Yep. Um, but haven't pulled the trigger on either one of these Cubs yet. To tell you the truth, I'm undecided on how I want to go about it. I might just do a same game parlay and just do some hits or something like that, and just leave it alone. Next game on the docket here, we got Washington Nationals at Cincinnati Reds. All these games today, they total 8.5 or better. Okay, so um, it looks like a day for bats. None of these totals sitting at 7.5 or eights. Okay, so that's one thing to think about right now. Like I said, Washington Nationals at Cincinnati Reds. Corbin on the mound, Ashcraft on the mound. Um, 10.5 over under here. Um, you know, Corbin, and we got a 10.5 over under in Cincinnati, man. It's just that simple. All right. Cincinnati Reds, they got an implied total of 5.5 right now. So the Nationals, they're sitting at 4.5. Um, I don't know. I don't know, man. Ashcraft has been pitching really, really good. So I was looking at his outs. Maybe I had it sitting at 17.5 in my player pool there. This Washington team, they don't hit for a lot of power, but I would say Graham Ashcraft is pitching his worst at home. I mean, because that ballpark. So that ballpark produces runs. Okay, so we got another ballpark that produces runs. All right, the top two ballparks that produces runs is Coors Field and Great American Ballpark. That's Cincinnati Reds. Okay, so however, favorite bat here is probably going to be Matt McClain. Hits runs and RBI sitting at plus 115, but I can't talk you off any of the bats here. It's too many bats here. I mean, the Joey Vottos, everybody is in play. Ellie Cruz, everybody's in play here. I just couldn't name them all. Probably my favorite bat here is probably going to be Matt McClain here. You might not see uh, you probably won't see Jake Fraley in this one versus a lefty. You probably won't see him. So just take a look at the lineups and see who's in and out, whatever case may be. Let me get you guys a little bit something definite here. Let's see. Uh, I know he's pitching his worst. He's got those lefty splits. I want to say. I know. Let's see. Hold up. So Patrick Corbin's pitching his worst versus righties, and the 800 OPS. All right, 850, 815. Matt McClain, 1,000 OPS versus lefties. Nick Sunzel, 929 OPS versus lefties. Spencer Steer, 1,000 OPS versus lefties. Joey Votto, he's got lefty splits, 970 OPS versus lefties. And, it just goes on and on and on. All right. Kevin Newman, 933 OPS versus lefties. So if those guys are in the lineup, then you know what you can do with some of those guys there, right? Uh, that's if he ain't on this game, it could be a long day for him. Patrick Corbin, they can run through him like a slice of cheese. Next game on the docket here, Tampa Bay Rays at Detroit Tigers here over under 9 in the spot. Not one of my favorite games. Didn't too look too much into this one here. I'm gonna just skip right over this one here. Houston Astros at New York Yankees here. We do have weather implications. We went over that earlier. We got Brown on the mound. We have Severino on the mound. We got an over under 9 in this spot. I do expect runs to be put up in this one. Severino's been trash. He's giving it up to everybody, especially lefties. He's been getting his ass beat up. Okay, so and then, you're going to face this team here. Jordan Alvarez, 1,000 OPS versus righties. Luis Severino, 996 OPS versus lefties. And Severino's at 850, 860 OPS versus righties. His ass is going to be in trouble today, okay? What's the team total for this Houston Astros game? I don't know how long they're going to leave him out there. What's the total team total for this Houston Astros game? I expect Houston to put up runs today. I expect them to put up runs, not none of them little punk ass runs. They total runs got to be 4.5. Yeah, 4.5 at minus 132. So if you think they can put up some runs close to that, near that, then be my guest. The New York Yankees total runs are favored it to the under at a minus 156. Their team total sitting at 4.5. The Yankees, they have been striking out. Okay, so Brown, his strikeout prop, I probably just don't go to it. I probably just don't go to it. It's sitting at 5.5 at minus 140. I don't know. Versus right hand pitching, like I said, the Yankees have been striking out, and they have the WRC plus is down. Last 30 days, let's check. Let me plug in my computer. Um, let's look at the K percentage here. New York 13th at 24.2 with a 79 OPS. I mean WRC plus there. That's the last 30 days. Last 14 days, something similar. Probably why Judge has been here. They strikeouts. They coming up a little bit at 11 at 23, 24%. WRC plus at 88. Last 7 days, they look like they are striking out at number 8 at 26.5%, 74 WRC plus. So they, WRC plus down, and strikeouts are pretty much kind of you could say they're up. All right. If you want to get to a Brown strikeout prop, you could if you wanted to. What do player performance doubles look like, just in case you want these guys to win? 6 strikeouts, it'll win at plus 160. Don't know if I would go there. Um, you know, Maybe 5 strikeouts in a win. We'll probably get right around even money. Let's take a look. Load up for me. Thank you. And you can get the 5 strikeouts manually at plus 105. 5 strikeouts in a win at plus 105. That's if you want to get there. I don't know who's going to win this fucking game, to tell you the truth. But I lean towards Houston Astros on the money line with Severino on the mound. Could talk you off the over there. New York Mets at Baltimore Orioles over on the 9 in this spot. I guess we're just gonna keep on beating up on the Mets, right? That's probably what we're gonna be doing, right? So Peterson on the mound here. Lefty. So you know what it is. Let me get Mountcastle here. Uh, for that Houston game. Oh shucks, I didn't mean to do that. Dang, I always push that button, man. I want it to be nice and neat, like I just had it. And load up for me, please, okay? I'll just come over here. Altuve, a parlay piece at minus 155. Jordan Alvarez, 2.5. Yes, please. Give me that 2.5. Hits runs and RBIs there. And your Bregmans and those guys, they're definitely in play, okay? All right, so yeah, oh yeah, like I was saying, it's probably going to be Baltimore. It's going to be Baltimore Orioles or nothing for me. Moneyline parlays, run line straights, and then my favorite bat here. Yes, it's going to be Mountcastle here. Don't I have him in my player pool? His hits, runs, and RBIs. He's just been on fire. 2.5 at plus 125. He hasn't hit the home run we've been looking for. I've been looking for. He might pop that motherfucker today. Give me the hits, runs, and RBIs at plus 125. It is what it is. Okay. The DraftKings is still spinning. Kansas City Royals at Philadelphia Phillies here, over under 9 in the spot. Lyles on the mound, Nola on the mound. Nola has been giving up bombs. Lyles been giving up home runs too. Lyles has been getting left out there, no, despite what he does. No matter if he's giving up hits, doubles, home runs, or whatever, they've been leaving him out there. All right, so he's been getting in there around the 5 or 6 innings. Philly, um, Nola's been giving up bombs, like I said. I do give the pitching lean towards Philly here, but you never know what's going to be happening. Kansas City Royals have been playing some good baseball. They're coming off 2 good series. I think they won 2 series in a row. They swept the Mets. Furman and Bobby Witt. They just out there playing some good ball. All right. Um, Interesting. Why is it still spinning like that? All right, so either way it goes, hmm, it was the lefties. Okay, so versus Laos, I was looking at the lefties here. Probably favorite bat here, if I had to take one bat, would probably be uh uh Bryce Harper here. Okay, let me see what we got here. What we got here. What we got here. Um, yeah. So Bryce, he's already 3 for 6 with him. Versus him, a single, a double, and a home run. Uh, Marsh, he's 2 for 4, a single and a double. He's a lefty. Kyle Schwarber, you know what he does. He's got one home run off of him. But if I had to take one of these lefties, it probably would be Bryce Harper. Hits, runs, and RBIs. You'll probably get that at a parlay piece, maybe at -1, minus 150 or something. Last time I checked, let me see where we at. Oh, there it is, right there. Oh, so yeah, -160 at the parlay piece. If you want to get to it, you need to hurry up and get to it. Freddie Furman, couldn't talk about Freddie Furman here. It's the lefties all the way through here. Nola, he's pitching his worst towards lefties. I want to say, don't quote me on that, but if he is, you can look at Furman. Bobby Witt has been on one. I'm not giving him out, but he's been so hot. I'm gonna sprinkle something on him again. But he's been really, really, really hot. Uh, yeah, so that just about sums it up for this game here. Don't have a side on this one here. Kansas City Royals been hot. I hate to step in that mud. You know what I'm saying? I hate to step in that mud. So I'm gonna just fall back here. All right. Yeah, I did say Mountcastle. All right. So next game here we're gonna talk about is going to be Chicago White Sox at Cleveland Guardians. We got an over under 8.5 in this spot. We got Clevenger on the mound. We got Allen on the mound, and uh last time Clevenger pitched it was versus Cleveland. Pitched okay, blanked him. I want to say in his time out there. Allen. Let's see. I thought I had Allen prop in my player pool here. Maybe I didn't. Okay, so a few things I'm looking at here is Tim Anderson, small sample size, but he's been hitting lefties well, especially on the road. Road versus lefties is batting 400 right now. Okay, as you can see, his runs and RBIs are set to plus 130. All right, for 2.5. Uh, and he's probably he got the highest hits, runs, and RBIs on the slate. The books already know. I mean, on in this game, the books already know that he's hitting lefties well. That's one thing. Luis Robert, parlay piece, hits, runs, and RBIs in at one -155. Uh, I couldn't talk you off that either. Jose Ramirez, couldn't talk you off that either. All right, we got an over under 8.5 in this spot. Keep an eye out if Josh Naylor's in the lineup, then he hits. He could be in play here. Even if you want to just do a hit parlay with these three guys, I think you can. I think that's a go there. But I am going to play Tim Anderson. His only home run of the season comes versus a left-hand batter. I mean pitcher. So they have that. Okay. I don't know who's going to win that game. Don't care who's going to win that game. Don't really give a care. I did want to take a look at Logan Allen's outs, but I'm gonna just pass on it for right now. Toronto Blue Jays at Boston Red Sox over under 10.5 in this spot. Manoa on the mound and Paxton on the mound here. Excuse me, goodness gracious. Getting the hiccups out of nowhere. So we got Paxton on the mound. All right. This team as a whole, they 19 for 101 versus Paxton. Okay, 19 for 101. All right. So that's good for a 188 batting average. This Toronto team offense is woo. They massive. They can go silent, man. Reggie. I mean, anemic. You know what I'm saying? So whoo, that's crazy. Paxton pitching his worst versus lefties. I don't know. Kiermaier and Belt or whatever the hell they gonna do with that. You know what I'm saying? Paxton does have decent case stuff. I think he's striking out righties and then lefties. I think he's got a really, really low K rate versus lefties. Let's see. His K percentage is 28 overall, 19.7 versus lefties, 31% to righties. Okay. Manoa, on the other hand, Manoa hasn't been looking good to me. 18.6 K percentage, 17 to lefties, 19.8 to righties. Just not getting it. You know what I'm saying? Pitching is worse versus lefties, and this Boston team got the lefties for you. Okay, so all the lefties are in play. Um, I can give you a couple of the lefties that I have in my player pool here. Duran has been playing some good ball here. You know what? Let me just look over here on DraftKings. Duval is in play here. Verdugo, 2.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. All these guys over here, 2.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. The books expect them to go upside Manoa's heads here. Rafael Devers, 2.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Trenton Casas, minus 120. He's got power. All right, he might take him deep. Okay, he's um so at the end of the day, it's gonna be moneyline parlays, one line straight for me. Boston Red Sox here. Adam Duvall minus 140. I might result to these righties. You know what I'm saying? I might result to these righties at these 1.5s. I don't know which one of these lefties gonna pop at 2.5 here. All the lefties are at 2.5. All right, Yoshida, Duran, Devers, uh, yeah, Duvall. I mean, Verdugo and yeah, Durant. Yeah, so all these lefties sitting at 2.5 because the books know. You know what I'm saying? He's giving up to lefties there. Those are the best bats right now. Probably wouldn't mind looking at some Duval and some Casas. Okay, both of those guys. If they're gonna beat up on them, and everybody probably gonna have a say so in this one here. All right. Next game on the docket we're going to talk about is Miami Marlins at Texas Rangers over under 8.5 in the spot. Luzardo and Jordan Montgomery on the mound. Jordan Montgomery should be making his debut, right? Yeah. Over here, I want to say. So, however, I don't like to target Jesus Luzardo on the road for strikeouts. But this Texas. You know what? I didn't even check them versus lefties. Yes, I did. They have shown the ability to strike out versus lefties here. We can go through it really quick here. Let's see. Last 30 days, Texas versus left-hand pitching. Striking out versus left-hand pitching. They have a K rate at they right outside the top 10 at 11 at only a small sample size of minus 188, but 23.9% with a 105 WRC plus. And the last 14 days versus lefties, Texas 109 plate appearances, not that much, but 23.9 K percentage, and the WRC plus at 122. Okay, so I'm this and then on the flip side you got Montgomery, Miami Marlins. They hit lefties okay, man. They hit lefties well. Couldn't talk you off the over here. Anytime we face a lefty, you know who I like. It's gonna be. It's not we because it's not my damn team, but I'm gonna like. I'm gonna like. I'm going to like Soler for sure. So his runs and RBIs for him in play for me. Let me just go over here. All right. So Avid Garcia. So o- on the road versus right hand batters, that's where Luzardo pitches his worst. All right. On the road versus righties, right hand batters there. All right. So Ezekiel Duran, if he's in the lineup, Adolis Garcia, it might be time for Simeon to pop out. And your Josh Jungs and stuff like that. Those guys hit righties well as well. Jorge Soler, I'm gonna take a stab at his hits, runs, and RBIs at -135. Jake Berta, we know he hits lefties well coming over from Chicago. He's a bomb. He's a home run candidate. And Corey Seager, he's just good. Okay. Brian De La Cruz hits, runs, and RBIs at minus at 1.5 as well. All right. But oh, I don't know if I'm gonna get to all those bats. I just wanted to point them out. Berger's a home run candidate. Soler's a home run candidate. Like I said, Seager is just really, really good at baseball. Adolis Garcia, he's in a good spot. He's got power. He's a home run guy as well. All right. And then Lazardo, if you're thinking about going to strikeouts, I pointed that out for you guys as well. Pittsburgh Pirates at Milwaukee Brewers here over on the 9 in this spot. And give me the over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs for Christian Yelich. It's a parlay piece, but give it here. Couldn't talk off any of these bats. They are rolling out. Uh, uh, Colin Ray. I expect Colin Ray probably get hit up. Put up, get him put up Pittsburgh to put up a few runs on him too. But I got to get a pitcher lean towards Milwaukee here. Priester, Pittsburgh pitcher Priester is straight up ass. All right, he's straight up terrible. Okay, he's been getting his ass beat up. He's only pitched 3 games and he's been getting lit up in all 3 of them. All right, so he's pitching his worst to lefties as of right now. And it is what it is. Give me the hits, runs, and RBIs. -1.5 for uh, um, uh, Christian Yelich as a parlay piece. All right. Arizona Diamondbacks at Minnesota Twins. We got an over under 8.5 in the spot. We got Kelly on the mound. We got Ober on the mound. And like I said, an over under 8.5 here. Um, Minnesota Twins, one of the highest strikeout teams in the league here. We do know that. They are striking out at a very, very, very high clip versus right hand pitching. So that's going to give Kelly a bump there for my people who like the strikeouts, whatever the case may be. If you want to tease it down, things of that nature, it is what it is. Last 30 days, they 29.7. They're striking out number 1. Last 30 days, 29.7%. 125 WRC plus in that time frame. I can never catch their bats. I don't fucking know why. I can never catch them. Every time I try to back them, they lose for me. All right. Last 14 days, 29.2% K rate in 367 plate appearances with 123 WRC plus. That's 23 over league average there. And then the last 7 days they are still striking out. Why would I have to even show you guys? But I'm gonna show you guys any fucking way. Okay, 28%, 89 WRC plus. So it is what it is, man. Take that information for what you want. Kelly's strikeout prop is sitting at 6.5 right now on FanDuel. If you want to get there, be my guest. I might tease it down. Or this just might be his day where he go off for 10 Ks. And those are the risks that you have to take. If you want to ladder him, you can ladder him or whatever. I don't know. So I don't know. If I got a little something, like a little, like some little change in my account where I feel like I want to ladder him, I probably would just for fun. But yeah, 6.5 at plus money, and I gave you guys the numbers. If you want to check out his K rate, that's something I should have showed you guys. Kelly's K rate sitting at 25% overall, 24.7 to lefties, 26.1 to righties. That shows that he has the ability to strike folks out. Overall, this Minnesota Twins team is striking out at a 27.1% K rate. Arizona Diamondbacks, they can get anemic, okay? They fucking offense can get anemic, all right? So I couldn't talk you off looking at Bailey Ober's outs, all right? So his outs prop is probably gonna be did I have it over there? Didn't throw that in my player pool. Wow. Oh, yes I did. 16.5, all right? 16.5 for a team that just went out there yesterday versus a team that just went out there yesterday and didn't put up no did they play San Francisco? Didn't put up no runs versus San Francisco. Like, yeah, okay. That's a parlay piece. I'm throwing that in a parlay piece over 16 and a half outs. Might put that with a couple, yeah, with some of them parlay pieces I've been naming and just close my eyes and let it ride. Um, Colorado Rockies here at St. Louis Cardinals over under 9.5 in this spot. We got flexing, we got rain right, we got runs. Okay, we got it over under 9.5 in this spot. I just don't know how long flexing gonna be out there, but he been giving it up, man. Damn, and Wainwright been giving it up. Two bad pitches on over here, man. All the bats are in play, all of them, man. I just don't know how long flexing gonna be out there. Favorite bat on the Colorado side would probably be Nolan Jones and Ryan McMahon. He's damn, Wainwright's pitching his worst to lefties, but I couldn't talk off any bat there. And then all the bats are in play. Like I said, all the bats are in play here. All of them, man. And then you're getting all of them for 2.5, except for Paul Goldschmidt. For hits, runs, and RBIs, you get them all of them at 2.5, except for Paul Goldschmidt and Nolan Arenado. Okay, so there you have that. All right, I couldn't talk you off any bats right there with these badass pitchers on the mound. Seattle Mariners at Los Angeles Angels here. Look, we got two teams that's striking the hell out. All right. Last time Castillo faced this team, I think he gave him 10 or 11 Ks. All right. Castillo, it looks like he's been it looks like he's back. I mean, well, he never left, but um he's in form right now, especially with the strikeouts, but I don't know when he's gonna sell. What day that sell? What day is that sell? What day is that sale? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? I hope that sale ain't today. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see. Last 30 days versus right hand pitching, striking out. Um, Los Angeles Angels, they got a 114 WRC plus, striking out 27%. All right, so that's good for fourth worst in the league. There, Los Angeles Angels. There, you got Moniak out there striking out all types of shit. All right, last 14 days, the Angels number one. Last 2 weeks, 29.6% K rate, 108 WRC plus. Last 7 days, versus right hand pitching. Um, don't freeze up on me. Come on, man. Where y'all at? You have changed your leaderboard selection. Yes, I did. I know. I'm gonna go back to 14. Go back to 7. Update that. All right. Okay. Well, 212 playing appearances. That's probably more than they probably leading the league. That's yeah. They number one in plate appearances the last 7 days. Right. And so 30.7 K right. They getting worse. All right. 93 WRC plus. Like I told people last night, man, this bullpen for Los Angeles Angels is trash. All right. So if you want to back a pitcher or something like that, when you're looking at, sometimes you got to go first fast, man. How Angels lost that game, I feel people pain. When you're taking those games, man, who the fuck got some fireworks still, man? And it's 8 in the morning, man. Straight up. On the flip side, um, left hand pitching. All right, Detmer's got some K stuff. All right, it's just, is he gonna give up runs? How many fucking runs is he gonna give up before he gets to his K prop? All right, so he's got good K stuff. Versus left hand pitching there. Not a hefty sample size, all right? Not a hefty sample size. Last 30 days, 136 plate appearances. Seattle, number two in striking out, 29.4%, 81 WRC plus. Probably won't look at anything else. That's already a small ass sample size. Either way it go, last 2 weeks, 80 plate appearances, 30% K rate, 114 WRC plus. Both of these teams will strike out. We already know that. We've been talking about this shit all year long. Both of these pitchers strikeout prop sitting at a 7.5. If you want to get to those pitchers, if you want to get to those strikeouts, it's all on you. You know what I'm saying? If I had to take one of these guys, it would be it would be Castillo's K's. All right, both of them sitting at 7.5 at good plus money. So it is what it is. All right. I don't have any batters from this game in my player prop. Did I? I did not. Castillo on the road, I think he pitches his worst to lefties, but don't quote me on that. And it is what it is. Um, no, I didn't add any of those players. All right. Last game on the docket here is going to be the um. Last game on the docket here is going to be the yeah, the Los Angeles no, yeah, San Diego Padres and Los Angeles Dodgers here, and I don't have too much for it. We got an 8.5 over under. All the usual suspects are in play here. No. I don't know. But it's got over an 8.5 in this in here. Dodgers on the road. Dodgers on the road. Dodgers are dogs. So what I would say here, um, let me come back here. Let me take a look at this line totals here. So you get a Dodgers plus 1.5, under 10.5 at minus 105. That looked like something I could. You can get a Dodgers. I'm leaning towards the Dodgers. That's one thing. You can get a Dodgers plus 1.5, under 9.5 at a plus 110. I'm leaning towards the Dodgers. Somewhat leaning towards the under here. Um, we'll see. Two bats that if I had to take one bat from each side would be Soto and it would be Freddie Freeman. All right. With that being said, guys, peace out, man. Long video, but god damn. All right. Peace out.